Hello, I am LyriumBiotic, and I have decided to start chronicling my weight loss journey through vlog or through a vlog, I guess, and a blog, and various other things. My own offline journal and things. Started back in February of 2017. Well, truthfully, I started this, God, 5 years ago. Was married to my first husband. We were both pretty significantly overweight. And we decided that we were going to pursue it. However, life got in the way, as it tends to do. And then he left 2 years after that. That's a whole other bag of potatoes. But I got remarried 2 years ago. So after we've been together for about a year, you know how you put on that kind of like your freshman 15, you get happy, so you get fat. Well, I got happy and I got fatter. I tipped the scales at a weight that was a number I swore I would never, ever, ever, ever tip. My highest was 421. And that scared the hell out of me. My dad passed away at a young age. He was 56. He was 30 years older than me, so he was 56 when he died. And that's young for this day and age. It was his heart attack. He was 6'6", and he weighed probably about as much as I did, so it was sudden, but it was not unexpected. But like I said, I kind of had my wake-up call when I hit 421. So with my best friend, decided we were going to do the bariatric surgery. I pledged on my Flex spending account to make sure I had enough to cover it. I have been working out at the gym, and I've been eating better. But here we are. I'm starting my liquid diet tomorrow. It's on Monday the 31st, and it's 5 protein shakes a day. Huzzah! As well as all the broth and jello I can eat. I'm not looking forward to this at all. As someone who has had food be a major part of her life for most of her life, not being able to eat is going to be a challenge. But thankfully, I have a pretty good support system, both at work and at home. My husband is great, so he'll be able to help me stay on track. But yeah, I'm scared out of my mind. I'm ready, don't get me wrong. In fact, this right here, it's a front-facing camera. This right here is my last soda forever. I went out with the girls tonight to say goodbye to solid food. Had margaritas and Waffle House. So it was a good send-off, I think. But regardless of that, like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified. It's a major surgery, even though they only put like 5 holes or whatever, and it's all laparoscopic and whatever, but it's still a pretty big deal. It's still abdominal surgery. It's still put under general anesthesia and all that jazz. So, I had a total hysterectomy back when I was 29, so I'm pretty old hat when it comes to abdominal surgery, but there were complications with that too. So, and that was another reason why I decided to pursue the bariatric surgery, is that my fat tried to kill me once. Had endometrial cancer, was diagnosed when I was 28. 3 months later, I turned 29, so I guess I was 29. But in October of 2010, I had a total hysterectomy, fallopian tubes, ovaries, uterus, cervix, the whole 9 yards. Did not have kids. So, on the one hand, thank God, because having children with that douchebag would have been a nightmare. But kind of makes me sad for the current husband. He is an amazing father, so having a child with him would have been amazing, but it is what it is, as they say. So, but that's neither here nor there. That'll be something we'll talk about later. Way later. But yeah, so that starts tomorrow, and then the big day is the 14th. So, my current husband is the Dark Preacher. He's on YouTube as well, and he's in his office right now editing his latest video. So as soon as he's done with that, he's going to help me do my measurements so we can have like a starting point as to where everything is: hips, calves, neck, upper arms, bust, wrist, chest, ankles, waist, and thighs. Huzzah! To see where my starting point is, and we're going to do that once a week for the first couple of weeks, and then we'll switch to monthly, because that's really where the accomplishments are going to come in. I'm going to try and not focus on the scale so much, because as you work out, you build up muscle, and muscle weighs a pound of muscle weighs the same as a pound of fat. Don't let anyone tell you any different. A pound is a pound is a pound. But the difference is a pound of muscle takes up less space than a pound of fat. And that's the difference. So someone who is 289 and muscular is going to look differently to someone who's 289 and chubby. Because muscle takes up less space. So all those fitness gurus out there who are saying, oh, a pound of muscle weighs less than a pound of fat. No, a pound is a pound is a pound. It's that old riddle, which weighs more, 2 tons of bricks or 3 tons of feathers. Hello, it's 3 tons of feathers. But regardless. So I'm going to try not to focus on the scale. Because that's not really where the changes are going to be. The changes are going to be in the inches that I lose. And I have this chair at work that I don't fit in. I tried to fit in it, but I don't. It squeezes my butt, and it's painful to sit in. And it's the coaching chair for my team lead at work. And my first non-scale victory, as they say, is to fit in that chair without having to sit on the edge of it so my butt isn't squeezed. And so, just small things like that. Just trying to make small little victories. Not being in a size 26 pants. That's a goal, right? Been in a size 26 for the last 10 years. So it'd be nice to have something smaller instead of bigger. But, as I said, it is what it is. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for today. But I'm going to try and do at least the vlog part of it, maybe once or twice a week. I make no guarantees because I'm kind of a spaz. As you can kind of see, it's kind of a mess in here. So, but we'll see. But just to try to get my thoughts collected and out there. So, I wanted to chronicle this from at least this point forward for those out there who are thinking about it or who are interested in it, or want a real perspective of what it's like. I know you can go to all the classes and all of the seminars and all of the support groups and whatever, but sometimes it really just takes someone who looks like you or talks like you or has a similar background to you to sit down and just look at, listen to what they have to say, in a real ish environment, and just listen to their voice and what they have to say. There's one person that I've been following on YouTube, Embracing Nirvana, has helped me out so much, just understanding what life is like during and after and before, and the things that I've been worried about. She's been great. But there are some videos out there that are not as truthful, not as real, not as open. So I will try to be as open and honest as possible. And of course, I'm by no means an expert, but I have been researching and doing all this stuff for several years, talking with different doctors, different surgeons, different this, different that. If you have questions that you want to ask that you're too afraid to ask anybody else, feel free to leave me a comment down below, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions if I can. If it's too technical or something that I think that you probably should talk to your surgeon, I will definitely direct you that way. I won't try to pretend like I'm a medical expert. I have no medical background other than I was a pharmacy tech for 4 years, but it was Express Scripts. It didn't count. But I'll do what I can, and I'll do, and I want to support, anybody out there that's watching, as well as I want, the support of anybody out there who's been through it. And if I have questions, and I make a question in the video, if anyone has the answer, I'd be more than happy to listen. I'm very open to that kind of thing. So anyway, I am LyriumBiotic. This is My Head is Full of StarShine, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.